Yeah. How have you been?
Yes. Oh, actually, it's been a stressful week, but I'm okay. How are you? How are you feeling? I know you're a bit sick.
Yeah, I'm feeling I've just been like horizontal all day today.
Get in a
Oh
Um,
sauna,
no.
dude.
I went to the sauna early this morning to try and like get it out of me, but I went at 6 a.m. and have you been to the Hillary's one, Zach?
No,
Okay.
I want it
Um,
though.
yeah, there's like a water fountain right in front of the sauna, and
Yeah.
someone from bar one or something had like walked around and just vomited in the water fountain, and so
Oof.
there was all the ravens were like eating it, and so when you're sitting in the sauna, you like looking at these ravens just eating vomit, and I was like,
Oh, no.
I can't sit in a hot room and watch this. I was like,
That's
it's
rough.
they were going to town on this stuff, and I was like, and
That's
Sheena
sick,
was
man.
working this morning, and she was laughing at me because I just couldn't. I had my hands like this in the sauna, in my head, but I just knew. It's those things where like you can't stop watching.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're fascinated by the fact that they're even eating that.
Oh
Mm.
man, it was so graphic. I was like, this is fucked. But I only lasted like half an hour in the sauna, and then I just came home and just like, fuck it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, um, when like you're starting to get a cold and you can start to feel it getting slowly more and more.
Yeah,
Mm.
That's where I'm at, but I'm trying to fucking fight it.
you're on it, bro.
But
Vitamin
it's
C,
all right.
saunas.
What about your week, Curry? Let's talk about that.
Yes. Well, I was just gonna say, have you tried Armor Force? I swear that stuff
Yeah,
fixes
that's
me
good.
so fast.
Okay, I'm gonna write that
Armor
down.
Force, you can get it at any chemist, and it's got this like herbal component in it from like a Chinese herb, and I swear it's so good.
Okay,
Yeah, I used to have
beautiful.
it every day.
Herbal.
They got like a multivitamin as well.
Yeah, they've got the Daily Protect, but
Yeah,
get the not don't get the Daily Protect one, get the actual one
yeah.
that you
Get the
take when you're
1 year all in one day.
sick.
All right, I will. Yes. How's your week?
So I don't know, I guess this is kind of what I wished for in a sense, because when it was like the solar eclipse, I was like, okay, this is a good time to obviously set intentions and, you know, ask, let go of things and ask for things. So one of my intentions was like, okay, anything that's not serving me in my life for my highest good, like people, places, things, work, whatever. Um, I want to let go of that, you know? So I think this week I've just since then had a lot of kind of things happen that's like I feel like it's the universe has shown me like this is not for your highest good. This is not meant to be in your life. But that's always like it's obviously uncomfortable. Like change is uncomfortable. So yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Like what?
Mhm.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit, or
Yeah, well one of them is like the podcast, which you already know. Really
yeah?
wanted to get that going, but it's just kind of not working with the co-host. And it's funny that you had the same experience with trying to do a long distance thing. It just
Mm.
doesn't work. Um,
Do you need a
so
co-host?
Yeah.
that what's that?
Do you need a co-host?
Well, that's the thing. I was like, so literally all week I've been thinking like, can I do this by myself? I could do it by myself, but do I have the capacity to be the one organizing
Yeah,
everything, editing everything, doing all the social media, doing all the content? And I just feel like right now in my life, I just don't have that capacity to do it all alone.
It's a
yeah.
lot of.
It's a lot of work.
It
Mm.
doesn't like all I could think of is like the amount of times people get their dream set up and then they go and do it and then it like doesn't quite fruition straight away.
Mm.
Whereas like you've kind of got like a bit of an advantage here where you could just like do that all by yourself. Like you don't actually have to do social media. You could just pump out episodes and every now and then when you feel like doing a post, do a post. And then
That's true.
when you do get a co-host, then fire it back up and go all in. And you'll already have reps under your belt.
That's kind of not a bad idea. I think this is one of my character flaws is I can be a little bit perfectionist.
It's all right.
And if it's not like how I envisioned it, I'm like, oh, don't want to do it, you know?
Well, then
Yeah.
enjoy being a perfectionist and doing it by yourself and not having as many viewers because you're not going to invest as much time because you've got other stuff to do.
Mm, hmm. What do you think, Jason?
It's not what I think. This is your thing. It's not what I think. I agree with Zach. That's a really
Okay.
cool strategy. Yeah, I I like that. But this is up to you. This is your call.
Well,
Where was your head at when you've already put it off to the side, clearly.
yeah.
So where's your next direction? Like what's the thing in your head that you're like, that's where I want. That's what I want.
Well, now I'm kind of like, okay, now I can, that time and energy I was going to put into the podcast, it's like, okay, now I can just put that all into yoga and
Mm.
So,
running more yoga events, doing more sound healing, creating more content for that instead. And I guess just if I want like doing YouTube videos or something, so I
yeah.
can just take that time and energy into there. So it's not necessarily bad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still got heaps to keep you busy, so that's fine.
Yes, and I'm doing swim teaching and I want to start doing private swim teaching
For sure.
and I'm trying to train. So it's like it's I've got a lot going on anyways,
Yeah,
as
well
Jason.
maybe put the podcast thing into whenever you're bored, that's what you do.
Yes. Cool. I feel like I never have free time, but I
Yeah,
think it's still gonna happen. I think it's still gonna happen, just
yeah, for sure.
maybe not right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
Even like
tricky because
whenever you're bored, just journal about it.
yeah,
Keep it
or
alive.
just write
Like
down the ideas.
yeah,
Yeah.
never put anything to bed. Like you can keep everything. My favorite thing I ever heard, and yes, this is a bit like of a dude thing, but like Kobe Bryant when he got told like he hated the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket,"
Mm,
and he used to always just be like, "I just go and get more eggs,"
Mhm.
yeah,
and he never
true.
like, yeah, you just never focus it. Like obviously you're meant to focus on one thing and give it your everything, but he never like will kill anything off or he'll keep all of his dreams alive.
Mm.
Mm,
Mhm. Yeah,
I
it's
like
like
that.
you turn the dial down, not all the way to 0, but, like, down to 1, because then it's still, like, in the background, just, like, hanging out, and then while you're working on other stuff and focusing on other stuff, that stuff is still going on in the background. Like, I've got, like, 6 different things going on at once, and so, like, if I was just to about like, I have had so many times, like, especially this week, actually, where I'm like, "Do I just let go of everything and just abandon everything and keep it down to, like, 1?" And I'm like, just my thoughts always come in and just like get in the way. And I'm like, Jace, fucking chill. It's all good. Just like take your time with this stuff. And yeah, I think because I was getting sick as well, I was like, I don't have the capacity for all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, it was just
That
getting
was
a
me
bit
this
too much.
week.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
normal. I have that
yeah.
like all the time, all the time.
yeah.
But
Zach's a
the more you speak it, obviously this is like a safe space to speak it, but be very careful about who you say those things to because some people can like help solidify like things you're thinking that can be a little negative.
Oh,
100.
that's so true.
And
Mhm.
women do it a little bit poorly because of like my girlfriend does it a little bit like when she's in environments around girls and they all just like kind of open up and say things
Mm, mm-hmm.
and people just they might be nice in the moment but like they have like bad energies, and you got to
Mm.
protect yours. And that's why 90% of the time when I'm around people around the world or outside of my home, I'm speaking with like the utmost delusional confidence ever about everything I'm doing and that I'm doing it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Zach's a
Um,
pro golfer, by the way. So this is where he's getting his
Cool.
mentality from, his
yeah,
mindset.
it's definitely
Oh,
it's
it's
definitely
working.
from golf, and I like to say I self-studied psychology.
Mm.
Mm.
So
So
Mm.
do you believe that like so you said that you just what so you just act confident even though when you feel like you're not?
yeah, all the time, even when like, dude, even if I like want to cry or like it's been the worst, like this last year has been the worst year of my career. This
Mm.
from like the last 12 months.
Mhm.
And this week I made my first cut in a long time, which is good. And some of the guys didn't even realize that. Like I was like, oh, I haven't made a cut in 11 weeks. And they were like, whoa. They just assumed I was playing good everywhere, every week.
Mm.
Mm.
And so something I'm proud of. Like you gotta live. I think it's good. Like I don't let other people take me down a bit.
Mhm.
That's my
That's
job.
good.
If I want to be tough on myself,
Yeah. When are you
Mm.
I am.
tough on
I am.
yourself?
Yeah, I push myself. I do this thing when I get home after a bad week. I might like run and gym a little bit too much
Mm.
as like a bit of a punishment.
Okay.
Mm.
This is interesting, the athlete mindset. I like it.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah, this is
relevant in
interesting.
everyday life. Like I've learnt more from it in my everyday life than when it comes to just hitting a ball in the hole. Like obviously it helps massively, but
Mm.
the things I've learnt playing golf has like just helped me talk to the checkout person at some random store and they're just being weird, and I know how to deal with that. And like, yeah, it could be anything.
Mm. Okay. I
I
like
don't
that.
really let people in unless I want them in my bubble.
Mhm.
And people put things on you and they don't mean it to. For example, if I said to you, Kari, I could have been like, oh, I was so excited for that podcast, or like, you're going to be the best podcaster in the world. Really good things to hear. But then that's the bad E word, is like the expectation.
Yeah,
And you're meant to just take those so lightly. You're just meant to be like,
yeah.
that's it. You don't have to even respond. But as humans, we feel like we have to, like, catch their compliment.
Mm.
And then we start putting their expectations on us.
Mhm. Mhm.
So if I
What?
were to be
Yeah.
like, you're gonna have like the coolest podcast I reckon I've ever seen in my life, you'd just be like, just do something like it'll creep them out a bit too, and they won't do it again. And then eventually you've got your whole circle just doing this. They'll be feeding you like the perfect compliments.
Mm.
Interesting.
That is so interesting. So you obviously you don't want expectations from others
Never, ever, ever,
put
ever.
onto you. Yeah.
Not even from you.
Okay. What? Why?
Expectations.
Yeah. Can you explain that?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So expectations take you away from the process. So as soon as your brain goes from here to here, like a goal is different, because a goal you can stagger as a process goal, an outcome goal. If you're doing your goals properly, people that do their goals bad are just expectations.
Mm.
And if you're living there, then it takes away from the steps. Have you tried walking up a staircase and like looking at the roof?
Yeah.
It's
Doesn't
like
work.
you will trip.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I don't. Sorry,
Uh,
I don't know much about you, so I'm going to keep using the podcast as a reference. But like, if you were to set goals for your podcast, it would be like, get a co-host or soften my. For example, I think you have an expectation that you have to do your posts and blow it up like everyone else does in all the really good podcasts,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's social media,
Mm.
which is good. It's great. Social media is such a good tool, but like it's our biggest expectation, um, kind of like network.
Yeah.
I've just
I'm
had,
very
I've
I'm
just,
very self aware of this stuff, and it still gets me all the time, all the time.
yeah, I just had a little brainwave moment as you were saying that. I feel like I put unfair expectations onto people. Well, I put expectations onto others, and then like when those expectations aren't met, I can kind of like subconsciously just go, okay, I'm just gonna like put that person away, kind of thing, and just like
Mm.
Yeah,
kind of drown them out. But it's like, wait, they didn't. That's my expectation that I put on them.
yeah,
Why?
Mm.
That's like unfair of me to do that to somebody. So now I have to think, how do I not put expectations on anybody?
I know how.
How?
So you got to show them what you think. Don't tell them what you think. So I'm gonna go bang in on the podcast again. So if I just say, you know, you're gonna have the best podcast ever, I believe it. You know, you'd be like, whoa, that
Mhm.
was very deep. Or if I said, and you'd be like, he's very passionate about my podcast. Like that's weird. Then, or if I said, hey, can we work on your podcast for like 10 minutes, and I can see what you do while you do it,
Mm.
and then you'll then show them what they're doing,
Yeah.
and then you just sit there going, love it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You compliment their process.
Yes.
Mm,
So same with you, Jace, with like all the clients, and like even you and I working together on what I'm doing.
mm,
When we can sit together and do what I'm working on, and we vibe with it and it's cool and we can see it happening in real time, then that's a moment where we can rip in some compliments because it's backed by a process and it's been executed and it's cool. It's not like I'm just sitting here on the couch and you're saying my idea is awesome
mm.
and I'm going to be the
This is
best thing to ever live. Like they're just, yeah.
this is very
Yeah.
good because this has changed.
I'm not saying compliments are bad. I'm just saying whenever
Yeah,
you hear them and they feel a bit like on you, they feel a
Yeah.
little bit put on you. That's when you just give it like a,
mm,
and then
Oh
it's like
my
you're
gosh.
not saying no, you're not disagreeing. So you're ingraining the thought that they're right, but you're also ingraining the thought that just hang on, I'll show you.
yeah.
Mm. Mhm. This is like, wow, I need to process this because I think this is like rethinking how literally I've always operated.
That's okay. It's
Yeah,
really,
I know I need to process this.
What do you
that's
mean?
why,
Like, how have you always operated, Kari?
Well, I think it's like you said, like women, this is just the way we are.
yeah,
Like you'll just always, with your girls, you'll just always be like,
Compliments,
Yeah, you're the
compliments,
best.
compliments,
You're the
compliments.
best at everything.
Well,
You're the
you
best.
look
You're the hottest. You're the
well,
smartest. You're the
you're
funniest. You're the
killing it.
coolest. And like, yeah, I guess I never thought about like the psychological impact of that. And it makes sense though, because it's that thing of don't tell people a goal you have before you've like kind of achieved it, because then you're less likely to achieve it, right?
Yeah. See, I think that's good and bad. I think you should tell people your process goals
Mm,
to keep you accountable to that next step because it could be real simple. It could be something like, I'm going to cold shower every morning. And then the next day you see them, they'll be like, how was your cold shower? And you'll be like, fuck. Like, and then you'll go cold shower. But if it's like your ultimate goal to be the best at what you want to do, and then they go, how's that going? And you're like, well, I'm not there. Fuck, chill. Like, that's
yeah.
ages
Mm,
away. Why are we talking
Yeah.
about that? Because you told me.
Yeah. Yeah. But if I think about my life, like the times that I've told people what I've wanted to do, I feel like I was less motivated. Like if I was telling everybody my next move, I was less motivated than when I just kind of told small amount of people or just kind of kept it to myself and held the vision.
because it feels good to tell people about what you. It's like a little dopamine boost that you get when you go, "Oh, I'm doing this!" Like get all excited about it, but then
Yes.
it's like that mental masturbation. It's like you're just saying it out loud and like getting that kick. But then when it
Yeah.
comes to actually sitting down and doing it, you're like, oh, well, this is boring. I'm not getting that kick anymore. So I may as well just not do it.
Yeah, I did
And
that
it's
my
like,
whole life growing up too. Like,
me too.
I used to tell people all the time, like, what I'm going to be, eh, where I'm going to go. And I think it's because of like, if we're all as similar as I think we are, I think we have been like raised in an era where like a compliment is like losing its value. So we need to like chase more.
Mm,
And
Mm,
so by telling people your dream, you're actually like asking for their opinion.
mm,
And you should
yes.
really only care about your opinion. And when you tell people, got to create like boundaries about like how much you tell them about it,
yeah.
because you shouldn't tell someone if they're not asking questions back.
Mm,
And I'll give you one good example is last week I told someone, he asked me this really good question. He said, "What's your biggest goal?" And I was like, "Oh, I haven't heard that in a while, and I'm going to tell you." And I told him, and he didn't bite back. He did not ask me back once, and I felt sick.
mm,
And I felt so weird. I was like, I just poured my soul goal to you.
Mm,
And he literally got distracted and like just started talking to someone else. And I was like, you weren't worthy of that, but you set me up. Like,
mm,
yeah.
and thankfully he didn't like look downwards like poorly on my goal, but it was still made me feel sick because I was like, I thought you were about to like build me up a bit through step by step, which is like an expectation, which is bad.
So how would you have
yes.
wanted him to respond in that situation?
No, I should have treaded more cautiously and told him my goal, my more subtle goal that I tell people in public.
Mm,
Then, if he came back firing with awesome questions and making me dig deeper, then I would have opened up
yeah.
Mm,
and been like, let's build this. Because when people do that to you, when people ask you good questions, that's a really good opportunity to like wrap the memory in your head of something that hasn't actually happened yet.
yeah.
What do you mean?
So, for example, if I say I've won this tournament in 2 weeks' time,
Mm,
but if you then just go like, "Oh, that's sick. What's it gonna look like?" Like they're really powerful questions. When someone starts asking you like really deep questions, and you'll see this with a lot of like, I get asked these questions all the time from my chiropractor that works at a Chinese medicine center, and I tell her everything, everything. And she just like all the things. And then I walk in, I have my session, I walk out, and I feel like I've just like lived all these things 100 times because I got asked great questions
Mm,
with no judgment, no expectation.
okay.
How do you guys feel about like, have you had any interactions in like the last 24 hours or even the last week that have been like,
Yes.
yeah?
Um, in terms of
You
like letting people in about my goals and like what I'm doing and stuff.
Yeah, it's niggly too sometimes because sometimes we need help.
100%. But um, I have like a very close crew that I share everything with. Very small, and I can trust them to hold that.
Yeah.
Um, and they're super supportive of that stuff as well. And then they do the same to me, which is awesome. But when someone who I deem as outside of that circle says, "Oh, like, what do you do?" or "How's like the one thing that I hate is like, oh, how's your YouTube stuff going?"
Oh,
And like, and I'm like,
daggers.
I'm in like the
Stuff.
pits with that stuff. I'm like I'm just in like the shitty part, like trying to figure it out, like getting through, like just making shit videos and just like learning as I go. And I'm like, well, if you knew me, you'd understand that I'm fucking hating it, but I'm just putting in the reps because of I'm learning, and eventually it's going to get to a point where I actually start really enjoying the process.
Yeah.
Um, and so whenever someone now asks me, "Oh, like what are you doing?" blah blah, all this stuff, I'm just like, you'll just see it on Instagram and socials,
Can
man. Like I can't be bothered saying anything. I
can I
just say,
give you a tool that I used when I got that?
mm,
'Cause I get it all the time in Australia, like tall poppy syndrome is huge, and you just got it. That was a big one. But I get it all
mm.
the time, like, I might fly home and someone goes, "Oh, what happened last week? That was shit," you know? And I'll then start talking about a tournament that I won and just creep them out, like, so weird. Like, they will, like, be so confused. They will doubt themselves so much. And some guy, like, he was like, "I'm sure you missed the cut." And I was like, "No, no, no. I hold a 15-footer downhill left to right, and I won the tournament." And they will be so rattled, and they'll just turn around and walk off, and they won't ever come to me with negativity again. So if I said, "How's your YouTube stuff going?" You could have been like, "On school, I'm killing. I got the coolest community. We're catching up, and just don't stop talking."
Mm, yeah, yeah. And the one person that always asks me is like, I know that he means well, but it's like almost what's the word I'm looking for?
Condescending.
Yeah, it's almost condescending in a way.
Yeah,
How's your YouTube stuff going? I'm like, literally the first thing he'll say to me whenever I see him.
yeah,
That's his default, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
yeah.
But
Oh, what about you,
interesting.
Kari?
Mm,
Um, I don't know. I think uh no, I actually I would say I would say I'm an open book. Like I am quite I share with people. I share with
Yeah,
people. But then I don't at the same time. Like I think there's actually very few people, like probably two people that actually know my true like goals and dreams and drives and desires. So I
Yeah.
think like on the surface I'm actually very open and I'll share a lot about my life, but like the soul stuff, like one of so I'm quite spiritual, but I if you meet me like on the street, I won't tell you that I'm spiritual. Like it's definitely a card like I hold that quite close because I know people straight away put their judgments onto me and like, oh, you're one of those crystal girls.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe you guys think that, probably.
I
Lots
got
of people think
crystals in
that.
my golf bag, if it's any meaning to.
Is it tiger's eye?
No, I got selenite
Oh, yeah.
and
Nice.
I forget the black
Tourmaline?
Obsidian?
onyx.
Oh, onyx.
Onyx.
Nice. Okay.
There is a tiger's eye in there actually.
Tiger's eye is good for good luck and courage.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just saying that to help.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. And I guess I expect that because I've received that so much.
Yeah,
Um, where I come from, like I'm very different to the people where I come from. So I don't actually share much about like, and maybe that's, I don't know, maybe I actually have a facade. I don't know. I'm
mm,
realizing a lot of things about myself right now. This is good mirror work.
that's good.
It's like I feel like I'm seeing mirrors. Yeah. Like I thought I was super open, but maybe I'm not. Who knows?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe like you should be like me as a bloke. It's even, I think, maybe just as hard to embrace being spiritual. You too, Jace, because I remember that's actually maybe our first conversation, Jace. We were working in the sauna, and that like lady that she was like beyond spiritual,
Are
cosmic.
you? She's the
Yes,
best.
she was on another planet. Um, Wicked chat though. Loved every second of it. But
She's
yeah, it
awesome.
was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, she came in on Thursday night, and it was the first time I'd seen her in a while. Um, and she was like, she's like, I haven't seen you, but I have seen you. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, oh, you're like in my emails. Like, there's a photo of you. And I was like, oh, okay,
Oh
like fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
I
You were like,
thought
tell
she's
me
being
about
like,
the dream.
yeah. Um, but then she was like, you know what? I just saw your email and now seeing you here, she was like, your vibe is just immaculate. And I was like, thank you.
Oh
But it also like she just and she was throwing all this like all these compliments onto me and it made me like really I started to get like real sweaty because I was getting just like real uncomfortable with like how much she was just piling it on.
yeah,
Um, and I was like, it almost felt like too much. I was like,
yeah.
just chill a
I
bit.
think it's because I actually think someone like her, it's okay because
Yeah,
she's trying to like compliment not your physical.
true.
Like I remember that day too when she was in like complimenting us there, and like there's only so many times you can say thank you,
Yeah.
and then you're like, yes,
Nah, she's great. And she's she like always chats with like everyone in the sauna and stuff as well. She's a good community member to have for
yeah,
sure.
she's good value.
Absolutely. Um, yeah. What we went on a tangent
We
just
got
then.
sidetracked a bit. I wanted Kari to try and remember if she told someone your like what your dream was or a goal, and you felt like they didn't like appreciate it as much as you like maybe bad word expected them to.
Mm,
That's just this is gonna sound like maybe a bit negative, but that's pretty much everyone. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever like except somebody that I work with really closely. I do NLP with her. I don't know if you know what that. It's like
Um.
neuro linguistic
Yeah.
programming. We do timeline therapy. Um, I feel like she's always want what's best for me, but I don't think besides that, I've probably never really had anyone in my life that really sees my potential the way I see my potential, and I've accepted that as normal. So
Okay.
I'm
But
realizing now that that's not the normal for everybody, but I kind of just thought that was normal for
it
everyone.
doesn't have to be normal for you either.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. It's I fully get what you're like, you're just a little bit closed off to like no, you're not closed off, you're open, but you're also you're very giving.
Yes, but and maybe this is something I need to work on in terms of like manifestation, but I always have this expectation that I'm not going to get the same back because that's what's been dealt to me in the past.
Nah, just don't give too much and then you'll get more back. You're just giving too much. So there's not enough like you can't
Yeah.
have both an abundance of both.
Mm.
So if you're giving so much, there's you're like you've got no like even if I were to speak spiritually, like you actually have no more capacity to be given stuff back because you use that whole it sounds different, but they're really in the same net. They're
Mm.
the same they're the
Haven't
same
thought about it
tool.
like that.
They're the same tool because receiving is a skill, so is giving.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
you're using that skill to give too much, then it's very hard to receive.
Mm. Yes. I haven't thought about it like that.
I speak from experience, and I still do this all the time. I give too much, um,
Mm.
and I'm excited to like keep getting better at like giving to the right people and trying to like
Mm.
scan them a bit in a positive way.
Yes. This is
Like
the lesson I'm
psychoanalyze.
learning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scan them with a smile. That's what I'll say. And kind of ask myself if I want to open up and give. Just ask
Yeah.
before I do.
Yeah.
Usually you'll always answer right because if you have to double think it, you'll just be like, "Oh, I'll wait and do it later."
Yeah.
Just got to let the dog out.
This is like so transformative. I didn't expect this. I thought it was going to be like a casual chat, but I feel like I'm rethinking my entire life right now.
Mm. I feel like there's a big like focus on expectation in this call. Like
Mm.
in terms of giving, I'm slowly learning how to give without expectation.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult because like growing up in a society where it's like everything is conditional, right? It's like transactional. Everything is a transaction.
Hmm.
And so when you try and give without expectation, it's like you're biologically wired to like turn that into a transaction. So now it's about like breaking that and just like giving
Mm.
without. But then I'm trying to transform it into a way, and I don't know if this it. I've noticed it working, but I don't know if it's like something that will be sustainable long term. But whenever I give, I'm like, oh, I don't expect them to give me something in return, but the universe will give me something
Yes.
in return. Um, and I just put that belief out there. But I'm like, is that me just like in magical thinking, or is that like a good strategy to use?
No,
So
it's a good. That's
I'm still
good.
playing with it because universe is abundant, right? So it's got everything.
Yeah. I invented a
So
term. I'm convinced I invented it. Maybe not.
okay.
Karma farming,
Mm.
and I love it.
I like that.
So exactly what you're saying before, Jay. It's like growing up, I was a dude that like I would hold the door for someone, and if they walked through that door and did not say thank you, I used to be fuming,
Mm-hmm.
fuming. I'm like, are you kidding me? Today I held like three doors for people that just walked through it, and I just like smiled. I just loved it. I was like, that felt good.
Karma farming.
They didn't even need to use their hand. That felt good.
Yeah.
Um, but then I adopted this term karma farming is like I would try and like all those little bits of giving, I would
Mm.
tell myself like they're for me, not for you. They're for me.
Mm.
Mm.
So every time you're open and you're giving, Kari, like that's for you, not for them. You know, you're not helping them. You're building you up.
Yeah. Through helping them.
No, no, no. You're just doing good things as a good person. Has nothing to do with the recipient. You're helping you.
But if you're doing good things just to get something good out of it for yourself, is it still like what's the intention there?
The
Is it still a
intentions
good thing?
the intention's you. Self love. Because sorry,
Self-love.
the way I'm thinking is for people that are just like us. I would not teach this to someone that's already egotistic.
Yes.
So people like
Ah,
us give too much, and we need a little bit of being soulful, which
Yeah.
is the Latin word for selfish.
Oh,
Fun fact.
that's cool.
is it actually?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
double down and Google this.
Soulful.
Selfish in Latin,
yeah, I need to.
ambitious.
Well,
Selfish in Greek.
I think it's this.
Oh my gosh.
It's better.
Yeah,
What?
So should
literally means ambitious.
it means ambitious.
And I got to remember the other language. It literally was means soulful in a way.
Why did you just say, "Oh my gosh, Kari"?
I was just thinking like, wow, I think we should all do psychology lessons with Zach. His self-studied psychology
That sounds
psychologist.
so fun.
See, I
Yeah.
studied psych at uni, but I think Zach's version is way better because the psych at uni is shit.
Yeah, I started it at uni as well and I dropped out. I was like, this is not what
It's just,
I want spiritual psychology.
yeah,
It's
they treat people like numbers, not humans.
yeah, it's very they don't they teach it like very medically at the start?
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah. Like
statistics and stuff.
yeah, like the
yeah.
first thing you learn is like depression and
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
Negative, 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 negative.
Mm-hmm. It's very
you, I,
like,
re- yeah, I realized that I went and did it just because I wanted to learn about myself because I was like, who am I? And a
Yeah,
lot of
that's what
mm,
we
people
did.
do. A lot of people
mhm,
do go into that for that reason.
That's why I
totally.
did it.
Mm, mm,
I just did it
yeah,
for free.
yeah. I've got like 50K debt lined up now.
Did
It's
you
just
finish
money.
the degree?
No, I was 6 units out from finishing because they were all statistics at the end, and I was
Oh,
like, "This is shit," because I don't want to treat people like numbers. Like, and I just was so against the fact that it was very, um, yeah, like you're not treating people as an individual. Like everyone is unique, and
Yeah.
so I was like, "Nah, fuck this," left, and then went and did forensics instead. But I was very much like going through uni, and I just kept doing courses because I was so used to school and then going into uni, it was like the same thing. And I felt like I would be, it was like an identity almost of like being the student. And like as soon as I'd lose that, I wouldn't have anything to like hold on to.
Oh, so you just stayed a student.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Which is, yeah. Now looking back on it, I'm like, damn, okay. Because that was what I was used to. It was like I was scared of anything different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Crazy.
cool. You're very blessed because we're a student forever, so it's not a bad thing to be subconsciously trained to stay.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I went to a writing club on Wednesday night, and I was sitting down, and like afterwards, I just said to them, I was like, "Do you know how good it is to be like a student again, and just to be like sat
Mm.
here and just be able to like kind of fall into the background and not lead and not facilitate." I was like, even though I love doing that, I feel like it's super, super important to still be a student in things that like you want to try and things that you just like want to experiment with, because it keeps like your brain firing in a like a creative way.
Yeah, dude. It's
Um,
good for you.
100%. So yeah, thought that was interesting. But karma farming, I love that. I'm gonna start.
Do it. Use it.
I will. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run outside, run to the park.
Dude, love it. Go pick up some
Start.
rubbish.
True.
Dude, I do it
Yeah.
all the time. When I work at the sauna, I pick up rubbish outside
All the time.
all the
Yeah.
time. And I love it.
I should have just gone into that water fountain today and just scooped up the vomit with my
That
hands.
ain't it.
Just
That ain't
chucked
it.
Oh.
That's putting yourself second. You must stay number one.
Just like shaking, like
Yeah,
karma,
yeah.
karma farming.
You start throwing up in your hands too.
Oh god.
Have you seen that Family Guy skit
What? Which one?
where like one of them throws up and then like
Yeah.
the whole room throws up?
Oh
Oh
gosh.
man, Family Guy is the greatest. Um, I wanted to ask you guys as well. Like, fuck, we're already 5:51 already.
No
Jesus.
rush.
Um, like, what do you guys need help with?
I think just community and being able to talk about things that we're good at, like this.
Perfect, Kari.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely realized a lot about what I need in this session. I think yeah, I need this. I need people who think the way I think so that I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not, basically.
Mm,
Well, not pretend, but so I don't have to always like protect myself in a sense. That's
Mm,
why I'm very excited for your half day retreat, which when is that happening?
that is cool.
I'm waiting for Betty to get back from Nepal because we're collabing on that one. Because she asked me a while ago to do something with her. I messaged her yesterday, and I was like, "We need to chat when you get back," and she was like, "Yep, done."
Is she
So,
in the community?
nah,
She's so kind.
she's the best.
Yeah,
She is got. Uh, she has an aura about her that is like,
spot on.
yeah, it's
She's
very
someone that
cool.
uses her words very well. Very well.
Facts.
Yeah, you could honestly, Kari, like I want you to work on your words like so good. You got
Yes.
you
Give
got
me a
so much.
task.
I want to send you a YouTube video.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna try and find it first. I remembered saving it
They don't play
and I
baseball, do
watched
they?
it and it was very very good about like the way we talk and like what words are negative and what aren't. And some you don't even realize.
Mm,
Mhm.
It's almost like you're learning French and you don't realize some words are masculine and some are feminine.
Mm.
mhm. Um, can we start like posting them and sharing them into the community as well, just so everyone has like can see
Oh
them pop
yeah.
up?
Oh, like the videos?
Yeah, you can put like YouTube links into the posts, and it comes up as like
Yeah,
just be like,
that's
this is a cool video that I found. I thought you guys would appreciate.
yeah, that's smart. It's
Yeah.
it's really cool because this video it's Tony Robbins talking to two women that are very high stature And I
Mm.
like the diversity of the fact that you've got like the bloke with the deepest voice ever and two women talking about like being positive.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's cool
Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
because there's so many times I'll listen to a video and I'm like, there's a lot of like, I don't know, it's either getting a bit too masculine or like too feminine, and I'm like, don't really. I feel like I just want to be a little bit on the dude side because I'm a dude. You know what I mean? But I noticed you
Os
guys put in "Don't burn the boats" in your last video on the,
mm,
Yeah.
which is a classic like hype video. Like they'll say that like burn the boats.
yeah.
Mm.
So if
Burn the boats, escape the matrix,
you burn the
all that.
boats, you can't sail back to the other dream of yours, and we have more than one.
100%.
Mm. Yes, that should be the next title of this video.
Have you guys
Sail
watched
to
the
all your dreams.
yeah, oh, Sail, I like that. Okay,
What'd you call it?
Sail to all your dreams.
Oh, that's sick.
Um, have you guys seen the new the Louis Theroux documentary on the manosphere?
No, I don't know a single word you just said.
I'm gonna
What's
put
a
it in.
what's a manosphere?
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hang on.
Okay.
So Louis Theroux is like a well-renowned documentarian, and he goes around just basically calling people out in like the nicest English way possible. Um, inside the manosphere, but basically, this documentary, he goes to like all the Andrew Tate esque influencers and spends time with them, and basically just calls them out for their like toxic behavior and how they like basically grooming kids to be this like, I don't know, be a certain way, and like it's just
Yeah.
so it's I can't really explain it, but there's one part of this that really like made me get up and like want to punch my TV. But
Yeah.
um there's this one guy who had these like followers join them on the documentary, and so Louis Theroux was like asking these two kids like, oh, like what's your biggest takeaway from like his what he talks about and stuff, and they're like, oh, basically that when men are born, they have no worth, and we have to get our worth through money and fame. And I was like, what? I was like, hang on.
Yeah.
Um, There you go, Louis Theroux Inside the Manosphere. It's on Netflix. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, because yeah, it's like super damaging to young men. I feel like you have something to say about this, Zach.
Yeah, I feel like I was a maybe not like I never watched Andrew Tate, but like people along the lines of that stuff. I was a
Mm.
little bit of like a victim of it. Like I would like think that if I wasn't running my body into the ground, I was never going to be even half good. Like I needed to like find a way to like break myself to be good.
Mm.
And then I just started meditating and I became my best. And then I realized that I can win no matter what I do.
Bam. Simple. That should be the clip right there. That's it.
Mic drop.
Yeah. But but it just blows my mind. Like the amount of times that I rolled my eyes and cringed watching this documentary. Hello.
What's your name?
Jed. He's
Hi,
rattled.
Jed. Jed. Oh.
Wait, so you're in Melbourne right now? Is that your
This is my mate's
Golf?
house. I'm house sitting for him. Him and his wife's pregnant, and they're having a couple days away, and I'm
Nice.
taking care of the Bricknado.
Bricknado.
It, knocks everything in its way.
So cute. Um, yeah, beautiful. Do you want to let Kari know about what you're building as well, what you're creating?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yes.
creating a golf community on school called Buckets Golf, and I'm going to build it so, like, people can have a community that's, like, it's gonna be heavily backed by words and, like, the way we talk in there. Very positive, extremely, like, helpful, and, cheap. It's gonna be affordable. It's gonna be, like, $50 a month. People can spend upwards of 150 on one lesson, and this is gonna be a 24/7 community that you can get help from for your golf. And, yeah.
So sick. I'm looking through it now,
Yeah, I
and
I
just,
want to compliment you, but I don't want to like make you feel
no, this
weird.
is no, this is a place where I would take it on because I would consider this a circle that I've gone into
Mm,
ready to take them on and feel good.
Mm,
mm.
But if I was just walking the streets, I would wait for good questions before I wouldn't have said that much. I would have said, "I'm building a golf community, and I'm really
mm.
excited."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
cool. Well, I love the intention behind it. Um, is it going to be open for all ages?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
like, or is it more for young people?
No, I kinda want more. I'm targeting the the middle-aged male, and it's gonna be very inviting for both younger and older men and women.
Mm, mm,
But it won't be that inviting statistically for a woman golfer to want to join a chat
yeah,
full of dudes talking about their golf.
yeah,
I'm accepting of that
yeah,
because if I was a girl, I wouldn't want to.
yes. Can I
But
ask you something?
yeah,
Because this is just, I mean, I'm sure there's things in my life like some people don't understand why I love yoga. I want to understand why you love golf because I've never found like a personal interest towards it.
yes,
But like, what do you love about golf?
yes. Great question. Um, I've said this for a long time, and golf's the only thing that ever said no to me when I was younger, and
Mm,
Ooh.
I got hooked on that, and I'm very blessed that I got hooked on that because then I realized how mature golf is. So from like the age of 12, I had to talk to people of all ages and be respectful and be I had to grow up,
mm,
and I grew up quicker. I learned more, and I'm very grateful for golf. Golf is my life, and I will be playing it forever. And I'm excited for every day I've got to do it too.
mm.
Mm. Was like golf your initiation into like manhood?
I played, man, yeah, but yeah, it would be like emotionally, like having to communicate with people, yeah. But I
Mm,
was naturally good at that anyways, just because my parents worked there. I kind of had to regardless. So I always had to talk to the members, even if I played golf or not. And then
mm,
I played footy, I ran, played a bit of other stuff, and I was always pretty damn solid at it. And golf was the only sport that I was actually good at, and it told me no. Like it was like, there might be a state team or something to be like, nah, you didn't get in. And I'm like, well, what's to go there? Like, I worked hard. I'm
yeah,
good. Why didn't it
yeah.
work?
So
Mm,
it
Whereas,
challenged you. It challenged you to be
yeah,
better. to
Yeah.
always be like you there was always room for growth and improvement and you like that challenge.
Yeah, and it challenged me in the sense of it being an individual sport, whereas I'm a really good communicator and an extrovert. So all team sports I thrived at big time. I was a really good leader in footy and even running. Like I used to like check in on people I didn't even know while running.
Mm.
Mm.
But golf's weird. It's like you're out there by yourself like 5.5 hours every day, and you're like competing, trying to protect your energy for 5.5 hours straight, trying to execute processes for 5.5 hours straight, and then trying to fill the void in between of time with nothing but good thoughts and like some sort of flow.
In terms of like when you're not competing and when you're like at home.
Oh, no time in between. Like, so there's five and a
Oh,
half
right.
hours a round, and technically it only takes like 60 seconds to hit a shot. So if,
Yeah.
there is a lot of like stagnant time in golf, and you got to like really protect your energy.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
sounds way more intense than I initially thought.
Golf's crazy. Like
Mm.
my even like I kind of want to run you through like one of my processes just for one shot.
Do it.
So I'll pull out my book. I'll measure the number. I got the wind, the elevation, got the landing zone, I got the release, and then I've got my flight. Then I've got to choose a club. Then I choose that club. Then I got to feel it because that's important. Because if I can't feel the equation, then I need to go and be even more reactive and lean on being an athlete, not just a bloody mathematician. And then I get behind the ball. I'm trying to ground myself with my breath. Then I'm moving with like my core and my stomach when I'm walking into the ball. And then I'm over the ball. I'm feeling like softness in my fingers and I'm just looking at the flag. And then once my eyes come back from my target to my ball, I'm pulling the trigger and it's just flow. And I run that drill in my head 80 times, maybe 80, 90 times a day for 5.5 hours.
Mm.
Fucking hell.
Mm. Wow. That was like poetry.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
It's
thank
beautiful.
you.
I've never heard someone speak about golf in this way. Like, I think I have a bit of a mental stereotype about what golfers are like, but it's nice
Yeah,
that you're challenging that for
that's
me.
okay. You're stereotyping the hobby of golf. I play the
That's
sport. I
true.
play the sport golf,
Mm,
which
Yes.
is in the Olympics.
yeah.
It is? Okay. Cool. I didn't. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Kari.
I've heard so I do a bit of surfing and I've always been around surfers and I've heard surfers describe their process in this way.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but I haven't heard like many other athletes speak about their sport in such a almost spiritual way. So
Surf and golf is very, very close.
mm,
A lot of good golfers surf, and a lot of good surfers golf.
mm,
Um,
I don't know.
I was going to ask you the same question with your yoga before we wrap it up.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, why do you love yoga the way you do?
Um, yeah, I think it's one of the only forms besides maybe surfing, it's one of the only forms of movement for me that feels so it connects to every element of my being. Like it's my body, it's my conscious, my subconscious, my energy, my soul, spirit. I feel like the divine coming in. So it feels like it's like a spiritual experience. It's not just about like a workout, but it's good for your soul. And it's because there's elements of breath, meditation. It's like an ancient practice. I mean, there's just so much there. It feels like a whole portal. When you practice yoga, you it doesn't even feel like I'm on earth anymore. I'm like
Mm.
in a different realm, and it's probably because you're changing your frequency. So yeah, you're having a different experience of energy. But that's why I mean, I love other sports as well, but that's why I'm really passionate about yoga, and yoga's done so much internal work for me the way, in maybe a way that other sports haven't, because I think that's also connected to my soul purpose though. Like part of my purpose here is, I think, to help others through sharing my passion of yoga.
Yeah.
Um, so that's why when I do it, it feels so aligned. It feels like, yes, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, I'm not saying you can have a spiritual experience doing other sports, but when I'm doing other sports, I don't feel that sense of like divine purpose that I do with
Yeah.
yoga. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I
Yes.
love that. That's so
Yeah.
important, being able to, like, feel that way you feel. I'm sure Jace feels that whenever he, like, logs into Friends Who Create, or whenever he's at when you're at that writing session the other day too.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking because I do boxing as well. So it's like, but when hearing you guys talk about golf and yoga, I've been looking at boxing a totally different way to what I should be looking at. I've been looking at it as a way to like I just go there and get all my frustration out and like I've got this weird, not weird, but this mentality of fuck yeah, I get to go and like hit things.
Yeah, yeah,
But I feel like I need to start looking at it more of a spiritual practice because it is.
yeah. I had a psychologist once tell me, like, to like savor that energy and to ground it and
Mm,
to always enjoy those moments of frustration, because they're like, you can really turn that into something good, really
100%.
good. Especially if you just like calm it down a little bit, ground it, keep it somewhere,
Yeah.
it'll save your ass when you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, I find that sometimes when I'm like hitting the bag or something, I'll have something that happened to me in the week and I'll start like hitting the bag about that certain thing. But then something will like kind of jolt and a new thought will come in for an idea that I've been thinking about all week. And I'm like, oh, like I'm solving problems as I'm hitting the bag. It's
Oh,
fucking
cool.
weird. It's
Well,
weird, but
that's
it's like
cool.
I'm like entering like different states of like
Yeah.
consciousness.
Well, that does have
Um,
purpose then. That does have purpose.
yeah, exactly.
You
But
could
I
just
think I
change the
need
intent.
100%. I need to like start having a process behind it.
I love
Um,
that.
because I just run in and like wrap my hands and like start going at it.
Yeah.
Um, I need to actually like chill with it.
Mm.
Anyway, does anyone have anything else?
I just want to say I'm grateful for you guys. It's been
Same.
really a great chat. I feel like I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot to process. I'm excited to watch this back and like learn more from listening
Yes.
again.
I watched
100%.
your guys' last one,
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
and it was
What did you
really
think?
cool. Really cool.
Awesome.
I just, the whole time I was watching, I was like pausing. I was like, oh, I want to talk.
Yeah, you would have had
Like,
so many things to say. I
yeah.
knowing you now, I'm like, you would have wanted to comment on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know my comment?
Yeah.
Like I toned that down so much,
Yeah.
and that was a
Don't
big.
turn it
It was a
down.
big comment. It was a big comment.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, don't turn it down. Never turn it down in this group.
Nah, but I just wanted to like work my way into the friends who create. I mean, I think I'd literally been in for like less than 24 hours. I went onto YouTube. I watched your whole thing, and I was like, I love this. I want to be a part. I've been thinking about this call for like the whole week.
Same.
Yeah, it's been in. It's literally been in my calendar.
Hell yeah. That's what I
Jason,
want.
we're grateful for you for
Yes.
following your purpose and bringing like-minded people together. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me. It's
Well done,
great. I love
Jez.
this.
Thanks,
I love
guys.
this stuff. All right. And you're Zach, you're cool with this being like put on YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Beautiful. Awesome. I'll get that done and I'll get that out tomorrow.
Mhm.
And then you can watch it back.
Sweet. I'm gonna post that watch your language video
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
and put it in the chat. It goes for an
Yeah.
hour. It took me a while to finish it just because like I wanted to make sure I was like switched on listening to it,
Mhm.
Hmm.
but it was really good. I think it's a good place to start.
Mhm.
Perfect. I'm gonna watch that too.
All
All
right.
right, team.
Awesome.
Good
Peace
chat.
out.
Good sesh.
See you next
See
time.
See you
ya.
guys.
Bye.